Sports Tonight is back again. We're broadcasting live from Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. Glad to have you join us to talk sports. I'm Austin Okunakwa. More reactions after the postponement of the 20th edition of the National Sports Festival. I keep getting calls from athletes like they cannot believe that the National Sports Festival is off. I think it's okay for us to move it. Let's just see where we're going with this COVID-19 issue. Hopefully, we're going to get a solution out of it. Today, the Lagos State Sports Commission, they also announced the closure of sporting facilities and suspended all activities as part of measures to deal with this COVID-19 pandemic. So you see, it's serious business. It's shutting down everything. But it's okay. Let's just stay safe. Do what we need to do to stay safe. Also, the Nigeria Professional Football League, the NPFL, they have postponed, they have suspended the ongoing season till further notice. Plateau United, they're on top of the table. They recorded a win on March day 25. MFM also recorded a win in Lagos on March day 25. That was yesterday. Should get us talking. I'll tell you what went down across the different centers. So Plateau United still reigns supreme. Lobby Star still chasing. Rivers United still chasing. COVID-19 say all of you go and rest for now. COVID-19 saying I don't want to see any action. It's crazy. It's crazy. But I know we will beat this. This phase will pass. And then we'll get back to our action-packed world of sports. But it cannot stop me from talking sports, and I'm going to do just that on this show tonight. So I'll be part of the show as we take a look at what went down on March day 25 of the Nigeria Professional Football League. In Uyo, Rangers International at Dakada played a beautiful game of football. That one, anytime, any day, will promote league football in Nigeria. 5-goal thriller. Rangers went to Uyo to win 3-2. Beautiful goals they scored in that one. And with that victory, can you believe it? Rangers that have been struggling in the league, they are now fourth. 1, 2, 3, 4. They are fourth on the NPFL table. The NPFL is crazy, man. You blink, you start asking questions. We'll talk about it on the show tonight. We'll also find out what's going on in the Nigeria Women's Football League. Aisha Falode and her board, they said, look, we are ready for the season. It wasn't about COVID-19 this time around. She said clubs that have irregularities in registering, particularly those that are not taking players' welfare seriously and, of course, not dealing with medicals, that they give them 1 week to fix that, otherwise the league will not start. But the Nigeria Football Federation, they've said that every football activity should stop for 4 weeks. So we'll definitely need to wait for when the NWFL new season will kick off. We'll continue our countdown. Yes, because Tokyo, they are staying optimistic. They are praying. Look, say a prayer for Tokyo, Japan. They need all the faith in the world that they can get right now. Our Prime Minister and his cabinet, they cannot sleep because they spend billions of dollars to host the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. COVID-19 is giving them serious headache. So, no. They can't come out now to say they want to cancel or postpone the Olympics. The IOC, they are keeping faith. Tokyo, Japan, keeping faith. They've gone to pick up the torch, the flame from Manhattan's Greece. So now it's in Tokyo, Japan. But all of the activities, the pre-testing of the venues, the test events, the lighting of the flame was done without spectators. It was drab. Only coronavirus viewed all of these events. We'll get through this. So we'll see. We'll continue our countdown to Tokyo 2020 Olympics because the organizers are still optimistic. They believe that they can beat this, that they can host the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. We'll see how far they can go with that one. I also have talks coming from the IOC president, Thomas Bach, on interest of athletes, saying that, look, that one is very, very important, that they will not jeopardize with protecting athletes. We'll talk about the Tokyo 2020 Olympics on the show tonight. That's about the outlook of the show, Sports Tonight, on your award-winning, sports-loving Channels Television. Welcome. This is the Fun Factory. Wherever you're in the world watching us, welcome on board. Let's talk sports. Be part of the program on Twitter, Channels_sports, Facebook, Channels_sports. You can send us an email to sportstonight@channelstv.com. And all our top stories can also be viewed on our website. It's channelstv.com and on YouTube/channelsweb. And if you log on to m.channelstv.com, you can get more information. You can also do the live stream on YouTube also. help you keep up with the pace because so much is going on in our world of sports. Yes, so I was saying, Austin, what will you report? COVID-19 is stopping everything. I said, don't worry. We'll talk about what COVID-19 wants us to talk about at this time, but I'm glad we've got some action coming from the NPFL from March day 25. That will form most of our analysis on the show tonight. Bolu Omoni is with me in the studio. Bolu, it's good to have you on sports.
Yeah,
tonight.
good to be back here again.
Well, last week you were trying to breathe like if you come this week, things might have changed. I think it's worse. No?
Yeah, well, we have to say it's worse. We can't hide from the truth. That's what it is. It's getting from bad to worse. But definitely, there's still definitely going to be light at the end of the tunnel. We hope it's not as worse as some persons are probably foreseeing. I think they are blind. No matter what, that's why I like what IOC of Japan are doing presently, that everybody knows coronavirus is taking charge of everything now. Football games postponed till April 30, but they are still hoping, because if football games start April 30, definitely there's nothing stopping the Olympics.
Yeah.
They are hoping, they are talking tough, and like you rightly said, the flame getting to Japan, it was just there. Normally, you should expect all Japanese to be all out a mass. Remember the Korea-Japan World Cup that they had to declare a public holiday? It's supposed to be a beautiful
I remember when this flame came to Rio, the entire
Last
Brazil,
year,
2016 lockdown, everybody came out to see. That flame got to Tokyo today.
Even the flame for sports festival, you could see the excitement, the way people are coming out. So you should expect the Olympics to be much more bigger than that. But right now, it's not something like that.
I know, it's tough. So that's what it is. We were expecting the English Premier League to come back, but now they set to
April 30th.
April 30th. So they can't give Liverpool. Because if you give Liverpool, you're going to relegate teams. You're going to cause problems. So they must play to get the title.
I saw a quote that may maybe sound selfish, but it's actually to one of the Premier League legends. It said, if it was Man City that's at the top with 25 points, people will easily say, let's cancel the list because they've won. But because it's Liverpool
and they've
not
been
won
chasing
for 30 years, no. We have to
man.
find a way to end this season. Just that the bad news for them is if they don't, everything must end before June 30. Or else the plan for the new season will start.
Crazy. I don't know. We just need to find a way to beat this coronavirus. While we wait for a proper vaccine to be released, proper medications, said the little things we can do, we should do. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Avoid crowded areas. If you're around somebody like sneezing and coughing, now we've been nice with it now. We don't want to discriminate. Social distancing. Give them some good distance. I love you from a distance, okay? So are you fine? Are you okay? Don't try and go touch them. Don't go and say, are you? No. Just call a doctor for them. It's social distancing. Let's just stay safe, guys. And I believe that we'll beat this. Everybody will be fine. Let's find out what's going on. At the Channels International Kids Cup, we were also, in fact, we are not going to cancel anything. We are just watching. But we are preparing for season 12 of the Channels International Kids Cup. That portal for the Lagos preliminaries will stay open. Yeah, it will stay open, so you can still go and register while we monitor what's going on. The Lagos preliminaries will come up in May the 5th, actually. It will run for about 4 days. So as Tokyo, Japan, they are praying, we are also optimistic because we do this for the kids. Look at the beautiful goal we saw last year. We'd like to see more of these. That's the boys from Abino Molulu Primary School in Surulere, Lagos. We're getting ready for the Lagos preliminaries, but COVID-19 is shutting down everything. So we're going to stop talking about it for now, but you can still go to the website and register. And look, it's at every level. This is the grassroots. Kids are looking forward to this. Schools are looking forward to this. We opened this portal last week. We have over 30 applications already. And now, if COVID-19 doesn't get away, we might not just be having this.
Well, it's even hard to pay attention to what you're saying because I'm looking at that goal and I'm remembering the goal for James Rodriguez at the World Cup.
Look
that won the best goal for the tournament. It's beautiful seeing that this is from kids.
Yeah.
But like you rightly said, the portal is still open. The competition is not cancelled.
Yeah.
If Japan are hoping and praying the Olympics and go on, there's nothing wrong with also hoping. So, but for those that are yet to register, at least for a while, I follow this competition, and it's always a beauty, a joy to watch. My joy is seeing kids.
That's it.
Because sometimes you see kids on the road, maybe playing the ball here. if this was available when I was younger, maybe I would be in Barcelona for now.
I get this all the time.
Yeah.
When I bring you guys here, everybody's like, Austin, I wish there was this sort of platform.
Because I know how much football we played. I went to Combined Children's School, and you know that school,
guys
if
from
you're on
Command
break,
still come around?
you are playing football. After school, sometimes you play football. Get back home, you still keep playing football. But now, tell your children
Look
what
at
that you are
that
not
football.
playing anyhow.
Yeah.
Now you are playing to win, and at the same time, you are playing to inspire yourself.
You are on TV.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the joy. That was the actual vision of Mr. John Momo, like to give a platform to young boys, you know, to showcase their talents. Let's see how we can make superstars out of them. Let's discover and nurture these talents. And that's what we're doing with the channel's International Kids Cup. So we've been calling for applications for schools in Lagos State. That portal, as I told you earlier, will remain open, so you can still go there and register, and we'll keep monitoring the situation of things, because we also are doing everything here to stay safe, and we cannot bring people's kids out if it's not convenient. So the technical committee will need to sit again and know what we want to do with this. Japan right now, I'm sure the Prime Minister, they will call everybody. Everybody needs to come together with one faith. Put that flame in the middle. They will pray around it. That COVID-19 should disappear. And that's why we are hoping also that it goes away and we'll have a beautiful season 12 of the channel's International Kids Cup. But just before we get to the Nigeria Professional Football League, let me give you this update coming from the Lagos State Sports Commission. They have announced the closure of sporting facilities and suspended all sporting activities as part of measures to deal with the coronavirus pandemic. The commission stated that as a responsible body, the safety and well-being of recreational and professional athletes, as well as the general population, is of high priority to the government. The commission have asked operators of private sports facilities, gyms, and fitness centers, and organizers of sporting events to also follow and respect this directive. It maintained that sports in Lagos requires a healthy and well and safe citizenry, and once this pandemic is under control, activities will resume. I think that's the way to go. It's shutting everything down. We agree. It's sad that it is happening, but hey, we need to stay safe.
From what we know, Lagos is more like the center of attraction. Everything or almost anything Lagos does more like inspire everyone. And the fact that most of the cases coming out is from Lagos, I think I like the move. I was seeing reports, videos from some of the athletes whining about why they had to cancel it. They prepared. I know. The first thing that came to my mind is, are you guys really following the news, or being on camp means you're not following anything? Because if you are really following these information and everywhere, most of the clubs, countries where they've canceled their league, it's not that coronavirus is there, but everyone is trying to be very, very cautious. Remember in Italy, coronavirus was nothing. It was zero. And in 10 days, it blew out of proportion. I think it's better and it's best to be safe. I've read quotes from the Lagos State government, gathering over 50, avoid it, avoid places and all. I think it's, you may not like it, but it's precaution. You would hate yourself more if you get the coronavirus, which you could have avoided. Yeah. So I think it's better everyone. It still doesn't mean you can maybe do 1 or 2 fitness training in your house. You can do some push-ups, sit-ups, and all privately. But when it's time, they would tell you that the coronavirus is dead today, and you start competing the following day. Definitely, you still have a few days or weeks to prepare yourself. So everybody should just take heart and pray this thing dies as fast as possible.
Yeah, that's, I mean, just have to pray now. Everybody pray, everybody keep faith, everybody do what you need to do to stay safe. But just before coronavirus crept into the Nigeria Professional Football League, action went down on March day 25. And one of the games that got us talking, MFM got back to winning ways, winning in Lagos 2-1 against Abia Warriors. Look out for the second goal scored by Clement Ogu. But let me just run through the result. Plateau United also recorded a win to stay on top of the league table. They defeated Kwara United 2-1. Rivers United kept the pressure going on Plateau United by beating Warri Wolves 3-0. Lobby Stars also said, look, we know we messed things up against Kano Pillars in Makurdi, but we still want to chase for this title. MFM went away to beat Adamawa United 2-0. It was match day 25 of the Nigeria Professional Football League. We saw a cracker of a match in Uyo when Rangers International defeated Dakada 3-2. 5-goal thriller. I love it. You also see some highlights of that game tonight on this show. Sunshine Stars lost at home to Katsina United 2-1. Can you believe it? Don't touch anything because that's the NPFL for you. Wiki Tourist 1, Kano Pillars 0, Jigawa Golden Stars defeated Heartland 2-1, while Nasarawa United and Aqua United shared the spoils playing goalless. Let's see the highlights of that match between MFM and Abia Warriors. When we come back, we'll talk some more. Don't go anywhere.